Alright guys, so you have seen Benks cases on my channel before. You have seen the Armor Air, you've seen the Armor Pro. Usually they are very, very good cases. I've had some issues with the Armor Pro before being a little bit slippery, but this year, this thing is really, really good. I do have one slight issue with it though, that I do wish that they kept from previous years, and we'll talk about that. But today we are looking at the Benks Armor Pro for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, huge shout out to Benks for sending this out to me to review for you guys. The links to all of these cases will be down in the description below. Plus, I do have a discount code. Use code Brian15 to save 15% off of your entire purchase at Benks. That's also in the description down below. So, taking a look at the case, we do have the regular one, which is the regular 600D, and we also have the Aurora as well as the Montage, which we will look at all of these. Now, taking a look at the packaging, very classic Benks packaging here. It says protective phone case, built with Kevlar, thin and light, enhanced impact resistance. It is made for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it is made with 600D DuPont Kevlar. Now on the back, you just get a little more information in a few different languages, a little sticker that says that it's a genuine product, and that's pretty much it. So you just kind of pop it open, and we are greeted with nothing but the case. You do get some installation tips right there, but we don't really need those. Now, setting those off to the side, let's take a look. On the back, this is that 600D Kevlar material, and it is going to be a little bit of a fingerprint magnet. So for those of you guys that fingerprints bother, this may not be the case for you, but a simple wipe down with a microfiber cleaning cloth will be just fine for it. This case is really good. Benks is always killing it with their cases. This year is no different. And you are getting a metal camera ring right here, so you will have a little bit more protection right there for your camera bump. Now, taking a look at the inside, you're also greeted with that 600D Kevlar material. It does say built with DuPont Kevlar right there, and you see your MagSafe magnet as well as the alignment magnet here. Now, the sides of this are going to be made with that TPU material, and you are getting some nice shock absorbing material going all the way around the inside of the case, so that is going to help you with that drop protection. Now, Benks says that this is rated for up to 6 feet of drop protection, but it's still a fairly slim case, fairly thin, and very comfortable to use. So, speaking of how thin it is, let's go ahead and see how much it weighs, and then we'll see how thin it is. Now, we will weigh all three of these. They are about the same size, but we'll check just in case. So starting off with the original Armor Pro, you're looking at 43 grams. Going over to the Montage, you're looking at 44 grams, so 1 gram heavier. And then the Aurora, we are looking at 39 grams. So this is actually going to be the lightest of all three, even though this is going to have your metal buttons, the metal camera ring, that design, which is very nice. We will talk about that. But there you go. You are looking at the weights of those three right here. Now, taking a look at our caliper, let's go ahead and bring this over here, and we'll measure from front to back. We're looking at 10.8 millimeters here. Then on the Montage, we are looking at also 10.8, and the Aurora, we are looking at 10.5. So the Aurora is going to be the thinnest and the lightest out of all of these cases here. Now, taking a look at how thick they are, starting off with the original, we are looking at 2.7 on this one. Then the Montage, we're looking at also 2.7. And then for the Aurora, I'm just trying to measure on the edge because it does kind of groove in there. I'm trying to measure at the thickest point here. On the Aurora, we are looking at 2.5. So again, this is going to be the thinnest and the lightest, although the most expensive one of these out of all three. Now, talking about prices real quick, then we'll try it on. On the original, we are looking at $39.99. On the Montage, we are looking at $42.99. And on the Aurora, we are looking at $52.99. So this is going to be the most premium out of all of them. But again, you do have that 15% off code, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring over our natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max, and we'll put it in here. So listening out for that click, very solid click on there. You get a very nice, very loud click on that one. So you're going to have a good fit on here. You absolutely don't have to worry about this case coming off of your phone if you were to drop it. Same thing with either of these other two. Now, let's see how those corners fit. Good click there. 2. This one is kind of difficult to get off. Let's see. 3 and 4. So a solid click on all 4 of these corners. This fit is very, very good on here. Now going around the sides, you have a very nice, very stiff fit. Even the buttons aren't too bad on here. They are pretty stiff. Bottom is good. Top is good. Everything is very good in terms of fit here. Taking a look at that camera control button, that would like to see that be a little bit more stiff, but it's not going to, lose its shape or anything. It does take a second to get back to its original shape right here. And then looking at that cutout, I would like to see that just be a little bit more stiff right there and not be so loose, but it's not loose. I shouldn't say loose. I should be a little bit more rigid. It's very much not loose. Like I said, you can sit here and pull it. It goes right back to its original shape. I just would like to see that be a little bit more stiff right there. Now, taking a look at that camera and screen protection, let me wipe all this down here real quick, give it a little bit of love. And starting off with that screen protection, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and we are looking at a pretty decent screen lip. So you can definitely set this down on most surfaces, and you will be good to go in terms of that. And then looking at that camera bump protection, you are getting a nice proper camera ring right there. So you can definitely set this down, again, on any surface, and you will be good to go. Now, the back of this, they do say is scratch resistant. I haven't really had any issues with scratching on here. All of this does just go away with a simple little wipe down, and you are good to go. Now, how does this case in particular feel in the hand, and all of them in general? They feel really good. So what Benks did with the Armor Pro, the original one, is the back of it is very slightly textured. However, on the sides, they fixed the biggest issue from previous years, which was that it was a little bit slippery. Now, it doesn't look like there's any grip on there, but it does have a very fine texture that goes all the way around the case, and it does provide for a very comfortable grip. I have had no issues of this thing being slippery at all. It has been very comfortable to hold. I've tried to put some water on my hands, had no issues with it slipping. They did a really good job with that very fine texture here that you don't really see, but you can definitely feel it once it's in your hand. You can glide your finger across it and you absolutely feel that texture. So not slippery at all, not a pinky destroyer at all. If you hold your phone like I do like this, you'll be just fine there. Very comfortable, very thin, has great MagSafe, which we'll take a look at here in a second. But all in all, it's a really, really good case all around. I've always loved the Benks Armor Pro, and this year they really knocked it out of the park. Now, let's take a look around the sides of it. Now, starting off with the top, it is completely closed in there. On the left-hand side, you do have your action button, volume up and down, and the rest of it is closed in. Now, these buttons, the only difference from this year and last year in terms of the buttons is last year the buttons were metal buttons. So very similar to the Armor Pro Aurora, these are still metal buttons. On the regular Armor Pro and on the Montage, they are not metal buttons anymore, which I'm kind of sad to see those go. Benks always had really nice, very clicky buttons on their Armor Pro case. I really would love to see the metal buttons make a return back to all of the Armor Pro cases because they are very nice, very clicky buttons. I really appreciated those. So Benks, if you guys are listening, please bring those metal buttons back. They were really, really good. Now, let's listen to how these buttons sound. Very nice and clicky buttons. They are the built-in ones with the relief slits cut into them, but you can still feel them. They do still protrude out a decent bit, and they are comfortable to click. Now moving around to the bottom, you are looking at accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice wide open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over a cable here, plug this in. There we go, we are charging, and yeah, you get a pretty good USB Type-C port. So most of your thicker head cables should fit in here with no issues there. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are completely closed in, except for your camera control button here. Now you do have your power button right there, and this camera control button is super nicely grooved. The Benks did a very, very good job grooving this in. There's no sharp edges or corners, very comfortable to access, and you can even hit it with a flat finger. You'll be just fine. You can go ahead and sit here, zoom in and zoom out. Boom, take a little picture of ourselves. There we go. See that? And yeah, everything works just fine with the camera control button. Of course, I would like to see a button there and all that, but even though there is no button, they did a very good job making that cutout nice and grooved, so you have absolutely no problems with hitting it, clicking it, doing your little zoom in, zoom out, switching all your modes. Everything is just fine there. So let's take a look at that MagSafe strength, and then I'll show you guys what these other cases look like as well. So starting off with the Apple MagSafe wallet, Very nice click onto there. There's our animation. And one thing with Benks, you know those magnets are really, really good. This case is no different. Excellent MagSafe strength on here. Absolutely, it is leather and fine woven MagSafe wallet approved. You do have to give it a little bit of force for that to come off. So in your pocket, your purse, your backpack, your sling bag, your suitcase, wherever you're putting this, you have no issues of worrying about your MagSafe wallet or other MagSafe accessories sliding off. Now moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack. Attach that. That was a solid click. There we go. And you can absolutely shake this as hard as you want to, like you're mad at it or it owes you money or whatever else you want to say. Let me know in the comments how you shake your phone. But all in all, very super strong MagSafe on here. I mean, I can't even pull that off. You really have to give it some force to get that off. So very, very good. And then moving along to our Anker 623, of course, you're going to have no problems picking this up and down whatsoever. I can sit here and move my hand with no issues. So then moving along to our 360-degree rotation test, go ahead and sit here, type a little text. Instagram, Twitter, scroll through TikTok, which, by the way, make sure you guys are following me down below. I post shorts content on Instagram and on TikTok, as well as you can reach me all the time. I'm on Twitter. I'm always responding to people and replying to things. So make sure you guys are following me. Links are down in the description below. But yeah, vertically is good. Switch it to landscape mode. Watch your favorite Brian's Tech video. Go ahead and rewind, fast forward, play, pause, do whatever it is that you want to do. And this thing is not going anywhere at all. So excellent, excellent MagSafe strength on the Benks Armor Pro. Now, before I give you guys my final thoughts, let's actually go ahead and try on the other cases. So taking this one off, we'll just set this right over here. That way you guys can see it there. Let's go with the Montage Pro. Now let's listen out for that click. I'm not going to go through all these buttons and everything. Everything is the same. Very solid click onto there. The fit is still going to be excellent on here around the buttons, the camera control button. Everything is going to be very, very good. You are getting that metal camera ring here. Now this one is made from 600D and 1500D Kevlar. So that means all of these patterns here on the back are slightly different textures, and that feels really, really good. Of course, you are still getting that same grippy material going all the way around. Those buttons have the relief slits cut in, but they are built-in buttons. Again, not metal. Benks, please bring back the metal buttons on all of the Armor Pros. They were really, really good. But still, you do get those button clicks in general. Honestly, out of the three, this is my favorite looking case. I've loved the Montage Pro since it came out last year. This year, it's excellent as well, and it's even better now that it has the less slippery sides. Only thing I would like to see is, let's take this Montage art thing off. I think it would look so much more clean if that was gone from there. It would just be the nice black aesthetic with the different patterns. I think that would look really good. I think this Montage art is a little bit of an eyesore on there. If that would get removed, it would look really, really good. So yeah, this is the Montage that we're looking at here. Now, of course, these are both going to be slightly fingerprint magnets, but if you take your microfiber cleaning cloth, give it a little bit of a wipe down, you should be good to go. And taking this one off, let's go ahead and go over to the Armor Pro Aurora. So listening out for that click. Very nice, solid click onto there. Now here you are getting the metal camera ring as well as those metal buttons. So let's listen to how those sound real quick. Very nice clicky buttons on here. This one's gonna have the most texture going all the way around. This back, if you guys hear that, is very nicely textured. I really enjoy using the Aurora version. It is inspired by the Northern Lights, and of course this is made from that 600D DuPont Kevlar material as well. But this one's gonna be the most grippy one. It's gonna be the thinnest, it's gonna be the lightest. Taking a look at that MagSafe, it's actually not gonna be as strong as the regular Benks Armor Pro. So this one is gonna be a little bit weaker, but you really don't have to worry about that because nobody's shaking their mounts or accessories or anything like that. But if you're looking for the strongest MagSafe, I would definitely go with either one of these two. That's also because this back is very much more textured, so that does affect it a little tiny bit. But again, not to worry, super good MagSafe. So all in all, do I recommend the Benks Armor Pro for the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Yes, absolutely. I know the price is a little hefty, especially for the Aurora, but with that 15% discount code, and plus on Amazon they go on sale a lot of the time, it's definitely worth it. You're getting good MagSafe, you're getting a nice protective case, you're getting a good screen lip with camera lip, you're getting a very tight fitting case with that really nice click onto there if you guys heard that. All in all, a super nice case. Benks is always killing it. Their quality control is very good. Their designs are top tier. They are always doing a very good job, and this year is no different. So, with all that being said, let me know what you guys think about the Benks Armor Pro series in the comments below. Which one of these is your favorite? Do you prefer one over the other? Have you ever tried any Benks Armor Pro cases? Let me know. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to make these videos for you guys. But if you guys want to see another very good aramid fiber style case, I'll leave that video right here. If you want to see another aramid fiber style case that also makes your phone feel like it's naked with no case on it, I'll leave that video right there.